Hello again, this is your host Purples doing my Let's Play of The Second Sky, and we have passed through the Shattered Mine, and we have arrived in the Chronometric ruins. I'm starting to wonder if this was all some grand plan to get me to this place, but I don't know, that could be just crazy talk. Pretty sure it's crazy talk. Oh my god. Oh hey, the rain's slowing down. This is a cool song. Alright, oh good, we get to learn about time travel tokens, which, thanks to, once again, Nuntar, and the Elemental Showcase 5.0, I am more than reasonably prepared for. I know exactly how these work. Yay, I can now move alongside a temporal echo of a parallel self! How does this even happen? Magic! Or moving very fast.
Your jokes are awful.
Really? You're gonna insult my joke telling?
Just pointing it out. Bad jokes? You got them.
Look, I haven't had a whole lot of people to bounce my ideas off of, okay?
Probably wouldn't help.
Yeah, you're probably right.
That's fun. Hey, what? Hey, no, you get out. Get out from under there, stupid bush. I have a giant sword, but I can't chop down stupid bushes. Whatever. Hey, what is this? On the subject of mathematics, we can harness endlessly the principles of integers and operations, but there are some assumptions that begin without question, such as ordering. I am wondering if the Ironk, which is the first time I think we've heard that term, and the thing in the pits are like those assumptions. Yes and no. Maybe, I don't know. Could be. Assumptions are an important part of any sort of thing. Statistically, mathematically, assumptions are always built upon the shoulders of things that we take to be true. It's the why of those things being true that people get hung up on. And, I don't know. Maybe more on that later. So this needs to go down. What happens here? Yeah, starting points and assumptions are a funny thing. I like to think of them as themes, or something like that. Which is... I was thinking about that earlier, like how life is an expression of signals and variation. Even musically we do that. Theme and variation is, not a common, but, something we like. Music is all about, like, melody plus variation. Even coming back to the same place, doing it differently is interesting to our ears. Am I missing something here? What opens this first one? Oh, wait, what? Oh, I'm dumb. There's a little thing here. So, yep, alright. So yeah, theme variations, like, we like that kind of thing. We're attracted to it. It is not unhuman to appreciate both of those things simultaneously together. And, I think that's kind of cool. Okay, so I'm gonna just spend some time here holding this down, because I've found that is usually a good idea. Oops, I'm gonna wait a turn. Grab this guy. It's probably enough time. You can go. I can just dip down like this and grab the Conquer token to boot. Okay, moving right along. Ooh, that's some pretty stained glass stuff, or glass church window. Temporal projections repeat the exact movement you made. If a pending movement is blocked, they can wait until you make the move, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you think of, like, the classical grandfather paradox thingy, but it's a fun puzzle element for this game. That they'll wait to make their turn. Do I need to do something here? Actually, yeah, I probably do. Just because I don't know. Which one does what here? Monsters attack the closest aggressor. Okay, let's see here. So this guy opens that door and closes that one. This guy opens that door as well, but closes that one. Okay, so whatever, this is fine. Ooh, and that wasn't smart of me. and I'll do that and disappear. This might be a little off kilter, we'll see. Because if I... Oops. Should probably have considered that door... I didn't even see that platform the first time, dang it. Okay, I'm gonna just do this for a second, and then we're all gonna step together. Oops. I probably should have... Well. Kind of worried that like I'm going to aggro some of these. Aggro. There's an old MMO term for you. Okay, and that should be okay. But hopefully it won't be a problem. Okay, let's step together. Okay, just gotta wait for him to finish up over there. And I'm done. Alright, beautiful. I'm not sure what's going on here. These are like phased out. I don't know what that means. I've never seen that before. Okay. We have this guy, which I'm probably gonna want to... Let's think about what's happening here. I need to step on this. Alright, but if I'm gonna be the clone token here, I'm the only thing Oh, yeah, I know what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna just wait here for a couple turns, and then hopefully that's enough. And I'm just gonna walk here. I'm gonna wait a couple more turns, and now I'm good. Alright. So now it's gonna... Oh, you know what? I'm gonna wait here a couple turns, then I'm gonna wait here... yeah, actually. I'm gonna wait here a couple turns, then I'm gonna wait here a couple turns. Okay. Now what this allows me to do is, while I can move it, it's not actually taking these as inputs, so I can kind of just get ready. There we go. Yep, I have been well trained on this stuff. I know how this works. Okay. I have a feeling I know exactly how this works too. I don't know why I did it that way. Whoops, sorry. I need to clear this tar because I got some gates down here. I don't see anything else I could use. So I'm going to wait to get my other guy in position, and on the 25 we're going to go poke, and I'm going to do that. And then disappear. Alright. And on the 25 I believe it was. You can usually tell. Well, no, I must have blocked him for a turn. We can go together. Beautiful. Clear the token. I am zipping through these because I know how they work. Can I go this way? Sure. I actually have to go this way. I didn't see the blue door until I stared at it. I like... Oh, this music's so good. Okay, what do we have here? We have a temporal time token thingy. I don't see any monsters in this room. Just that toggle token. I don't believe these go anywhere. This, yep, doesn't connect. So... I do need to drop all the trapdoors. And the one I'm going to end up with on is down here. So I think I'll be fine if I just do this. Go right ahead. I don't think there's anything stopping me from having to hurry. Wow, okay. This has been really easy so far. I'm kind of concerned, since Shattered Mind was like so difficult. Or relatively difficult. I really like this forest thingy here. It looks really good. And the way that DROD art tends to look good. Not everyone really cares for it, but I think it's really, really grown on me from like a stylistic perspective. Okay, see, these two doors look different, and I really don't understand what's happening here. Alright. So clearly I need to touch this thing. Which one does what? Okay, you do that one, you do that one. What's the point of this? There's nothing really stopping me here. So I'm gonna just do... I think this can be done with one time token, and I don't see why it couldn't be. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do that with the one time token and just wait for a while. Oh no, it definitely can't. And I definitely need a third. Okay. Da da da. Let's wait a little bit. A few turns here should be plenty. 3 minutes or whatever. Then this. Now that once that person's in place, that's okay. They can just leave. They stay in there and then they hit and hit and hit, I guess. All right. So let's go. Second time clone. I do this. It's probably way too much time. So let's wait a few turns here and go open. Wait a couple turns, open. Wait a couple turns, open. And that should be enough. I mean, it's not efficient by any stretch of the imagination, but... See, yeah, this didn't even drop. I'm really confused what's happening right now. And it's weird. This place is weird enough that I can't quite tell when I'm missing secrets. Like, this could be one, but maybe, I don't know. Okay, we have bushes that have grown over things again. Time token. No idea what this room is for. Are these lined up with their respective? Yeah, just in reverse order. How do I get across this one? Oh, there's once again, a little crumbly wall to deal with. Okay, so... I'm assuming this doesn't drop for anything, so I hit the token and have to leave. Alright, so first things first, does this do anything? Opens this, which... Okay, maybe this will come into play later. I am in the Chronometric ruins. Maybe I'll just be time traveling here in a little bit. I am fuzzy on this part of the plot. Looks like I'm gonna wait just to get everyone in position. Da da da. Then that one. Then that one. Then that one. Then that one. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. Get back in position. Then that one. Then that one. Then that one. And that. Wait again. And that one. And call it a day. Alright, ready to go. Okay. Seemed pretty straightforward to me. Okay, and that was it. That was the easiest, like, that was as easy as the first level. I'm really confused right now. Whatever. Alright. Not going to pretend I understand what just happened or why. Ooh, what is this? Oh my god. Becky! Look at that clock. Look at...
What just happened? Must have fallen through a trapdoor or something. This floor looks a lot like the floor above. A lot cleaner though. Maybe it's newer.
Oh, no. I've definitely... Okay, so this is a time travel token thing, magum, jiggy. And I've now moved back through time, so everything's clean and nice. How far back have I gone? This looks all very similar. I don't know where I'm going. Should I go down? Or up? Let's go with up.
Getting the feeling of deja vu in this place.
There is a time token thing here. Alright, let's just get this started. So if my clone is going to be going through here, they're going to want to... That's good enough for that. That's good enough for that. That's good enough for that. Wait a few more turns because it can totally walk through here. Now it can go through there. And it can go through there. Now it hits this. These guys come rushing out. Prevents my exit here. I think this is actually a problem. So he's going to come walking back down. Give him a few more turns to think about that. This is good, this is good, this is good, this is good. I can actually stop now. Alright. Okay. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. No sweat there. That was weird. I can just leave this room. I don't understand what's happening or why. Okay, whatever. Ooh, this is all stained glassy now. That's really cute. Like really stained glass, as opposed to fake stained glass, which is white. Apparently lost its color from all the sun and photons hitting everything. And yes, what's this? This opens that door. Do I actually need to care? Because it sure doesn't seem like I actually need to care. Just throwing it out there, thinking my care is a bit misplaced right now. Oops. Okay, what's stopping me from just leaving? That was weird. I didn't use the time token at all. Well, I mean, I might when I want to go south, but... Okay, this way is completely blocked off. Let's actually just sit here for a second. And there's... Oh, well, here's my blue door. I guess that's something. Nothing's really stopping me from going this way. This was a weirdly laid out level. And now I have to get back through this business, which I don't think will be hard. What opens you? That closes you. You get toggled by that one. Okay. So I guess I'll go up here and then hit this. Call it a day. Sure. Alright, well, that wasn't too nasty of a detour. I'll live with that. Hey, this room again. What's different? This is not a broken orb anymore. So this needs to be opening that one, which needs to be opening this one, which... Okay, so the person who does the opening isn't necessarily me. No, it has to be me, because I can't make my clone go through a wall that's not there yet, or hasn't been opened yet. Not without clever pushing mechanics, which I don't see in this room. Bethro, shut up. There's no need to snore. So I will be doing this path, so wait a minute. Okay, so hold on.
Something spookily familiar about this place.
Just a touch, huh? So, I'm gonna do this. Okay, let's think about this. I need to actually cross paths here. Alright, so let's wait until I get into position, then I'm gonna do this. And let him step around me. Because I don't want this bridge to drop, because if he... Yeah, I think it'll be okay if I do it like this. Okay. Now, I definitely want to go back this way and drop it like that. And that should be fine. Okay. Now, I gotta hurry a little bit. Hopefully I have enough time. There we go. Once again, not too terribly hard. Maybe this one will be worse this time. Harder versions of puzzles because I've been through time. Alright, so first time token Megami thing just chills here for... Ooh, no. For a ridiculous amount of time. Let's say 4 turns. 2, 3, just in case, you know? 4. Second time clone thingy goes in here. Grabs this.
My master wouldn't need to use multiple trans-dimensional versions of himself to solve such a simple problem.
What the... How are you even here?
I did travel through time in that. Okay, so this is my... I'm going to actually have to wait for him to disappear, aren't I? That was probably a mistake. So, wait a few turns, wait a few turns, wait a few turns, and I'm good to go. Oh, wait. Oh, this was a problem, wasn't it? Okay, let's back up here and not wait all those turns, because I don't... There's no checkpoints in this room, which is kind of bizarre. Let's back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. There we go. Now, let's do this.
Multiple trans-dimensional versions of himself to solve such a simple problem.
What the... How are you even here?
Okay, yep, this looks good. I'm gonna do this waiting game again, regardless. But wait a few turns, wait a few turns, wait a few turns. Yep, now I can just wait for all this business to go down, and it should be fine. Okay. Okay.
There.
Yeah, well, you still look funny.
You were just mean. You have hate in your heart. I don't understand. What did I do to deserve this kind of disdain, you know? I don't feel like it's warranted. Wait, did that? No, south entrances. Okay, so now I have all my checkpoints. Okay, this puzzle just got a lot harder, didn't it? Because now I see that there's the involvement of a mimic over here. Ew. Which one controls the mimic? Do we both control the mimic? I'm assuming it's the one in the present time frame. That's okay, whatever. This is confusing. Okay, let's think about where my guy needs to be. Because if my, I'm pretty sure it's the other guy who controls the mimic. So my present self, who's going to disappear, I still need to work this whole contraption, which is just like that. And then somehow, in the meantime, get the mimic. All the while, while I'm in this chamber, I have to somehow... Oh, jeez, this is going to be ugly. Let me really think about this. 'Cause this is... So I can... Okay, I have an idea. I do. It uses none of these things, but it's not a bad idea in its own right, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is give myself some time to get ready. Then I'm going to presume I'm going to hit it here? Or, no, here. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. And so I want this first door open for just a second, so I can step down, get leverage, push him up, and then I'm going to move into this column, which puts me about here. And then I'm going to want to move all the way down this without ever deviating from that path. So I think I'm good now. Just kind of do this now. I'm going to completely ignore these little boxes here. I don't think they're necessary. They're probably more efficient, but I don't think they're necessary. Okay, now I'm going to push, now I'm going to walk all the way back up and step right here. And now I'm going to walk back down. And it should be fine because I can just exit through the bottom here. Okay. So first things first, getting into position. Okay, I'm liking where this is going so far. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure this room is tall enough. And go bump. Beautiful. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Okay. Looks like I have to... Okay. That must be done entirely by clones, too. So I only get 2. Because there's a little arrow here, so I can't leave. So first clone does what? He... I guess we'll wait like a turn or so to get everyone else into position. So how can I do this with 2 clones? Let's think about this. So when this is stepped on, this guy will move down, this guy will move here. What if I just did this? Step, step, and then just disappeared. Is there anything that's stopping me from doing this? 'Cause I do have this whole other extra thing. I can just... So if you do the stepping... Yeah. That'll work. Okay. So I don't have to worry about myself dying, I just disappear on that first turn. And now now I can just walk out in peace. Okay. That was kind of lucky, I think, but I actually did not plan that second half at all. Oh, crap. There we go. I actually kind of want to watch that again because it was really cool. My actual plan was to like hide down in here, but I thought I could like snag one, and it just ended up working out. So, oops. So yeah, alright, I will let that go. That was not bad.
Through our latest manufacturing processes for creating plasmonic metamaterials, we have nearly optimized non-continuous diffraction of temporal resonance waves. Consequently, we have succeeded in demonstrating the working practice of manifest time travel. Precision
Neato.
tuned to a distinct organic
It should
manifold.
be manifold. Oh, hey, there it is, manifold. Very cool.
Fascinating.
Good job, team. That's the CEO. Now he's gonna like say, now how can you sync my Outlook to my phones? That's what he's gonna say next. So I can't get in here, it looks like. Whatever. A lot of bombs in this place. Alright, what's gonna happen? I'm safe hitting this guy. This should start the fuse. What needs to happen here? A lot of moving pieces to this puzzle. Okay, let's figure out where the problem exists and solve it from there. Oh, that doesn't start my... Oh, it's in the wall, that's why. Okay. Okay, let's hit this thing here. I'm assuming this is what I have to do. So this is the only option I really truly have. It would make sense to hit this fuse first, I believe. So, freeze that. I can move to here, be okay. Then I have a little bit of time to run in there and try to zip past this guy into this chamber. Okay. Now, this guy goes in. I'll hit this fuse now. I think he's ready for it. Hits that fuse. Has hopefully enough time to run across. Get into this chamber. That closes that one. This one... I'm gonna assume that this is a good place to go next. Did I wait enough turns there? Just wait a couple. Get myself around this bend here. I'm just thinking ahead. Now you're thinking with time portals. Okay, guy walks in. Is there any safe place to be in this room? Yes, there is. I'm gonna stand over here for a little bit. And now I'm going to detonate this guy. And hopefully that's enough. Time to go on a magical adventure. Whew, that was close. Alright, I think I hide over here. Let's make sure he's getting into position. There we go. No, that's weird. How do I... Oh, I didn't think about that. Crap. Will this be okay? Okay, good. I didn't actually think about like bombs holding down pressure plates for some reason. I need you to step on that guy now. Okay, that wasn't bad. That was just fun. A lot of these have been just fun. Nice, gentle... Hello, secret? Okay. This is going to be interesting because I have the staff. So first time portal opens up that guy, leading to a whole world of opportunity and fun. I'm going to wait here, because my second clone needs to probably come with me, because by the time I step on this one, this is all going to close. What do I want to do here? Like, once I get in here, I don't have a ton of options. Oh wait, no. Okay. Ah. Okay, so this door will close probably in the same time frame. Like, if I'm going to be crossing this with my clone, this will have already closed. Sorry. So that I'm going to have to presume that while this guy's doing things, this door is closed. Right? Now that's interesting. Okay, so we're gonna yep. We got everything in position. I'm going to play this standing dead center. And I am going to assume that I can be manipulated into lots of different positions that matter. This will be able to be toggled open by my clone, I believe. This will have everything closed except these doors. I am going to wait plenty of turns, because I have an idea on how this is supposed to work. My other clone will manipulate me into this spot right here. Right, that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually walk a bit north now. Well, no, my path is blocked. So actually my clone is going to manipulate me right here. Just here, yes, just there. Right in the middle of the... That's fine, actually. And I'm going to step up to here. He's going to manipulate me to here. Because nothing will block my path at this point. Because if I get blocked, I stop taking turns. I'll step left. I'm in this spot, so I'm going to step down, 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 down. Right. How do I make this work? Because I don't have enough... Well... Because right just put me here. Another right will put me here. But that's not enough. Okay, no. He's going to manipulate me. Back up. My clone's going to push me, I think he can, here. He'll like... I'll be in this spot. I think I'll be pushed onto this one, and he'll be able to... Man, I don't really know. If he pushes... Okay, back up. I'm gonna walk to here. My clone's gonna push me over one. He's gonna actually... I'm pretending I'm standing here right now. He's gonna try to get me to this position. He's gonna have his sword facing northwest. And... No, northeast, and he's going to drag me with him onto this thing. So I'll be standing here. He can then turn his sword north, push me onto this spot. This closes the door, opens this guy. And if he turns his sword northwest, it'll fling me right here. So I'll be... Yeah, I'm going to pretend that I'm still on this space and that he just pushed me up, and that's good enough. So I'm going to wait a couple turns just to get that all jazzy. Now I'm going to step... Oh boy. So I walked up, and let's just say over. Okay. I waited the turn for him a few turns to get me into position. I'm presenting I'm here now. So I'm going to go step down, down, to the right's good enough, and then... No, that's still the same problem. I have no idea how I'm supposed to do this. Because I have two spaces in which to somehow get into this position, fly over here... I don't have like enough working room for my main clone here to really think about it. Yeah, because it takes 1, 2, 3 spaces in order to pull this off. Son of a... That seems bizarre to me. It seems bizarre that I have to think about it that way. Maybe it's not me who goes over there. Though that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Maybe it does. Let's think about this. Let's go back here, because that's not going to work. I don't think it's me that does the time travel portal thingummy. It could be, but I doubt it for some reason. So if this is all open, sorry this is taking forever because it's a secret room, and I eventually have to do them anyway, but this one has my attention at the moment. If I move up, and I can get into this spot, actually I'll be here at the moment. I'll just walk up here. My clone will push me here. Let's assume that. I'm actually going to do this. Okay, get him in position. He's going to manipulate me so that I'm right, maybe here? Sure, that bottom right corner looks good. I'm going to step down twice, over twice. And I'm going to assume that he can just I'll be right there, so I'm gonna go like maybe, yeah, he should be able to manipulate me if I'm right here. I should be on this square probably, and he should be able to get me in a position where I should be able to go north. So I'm just gonna wait a couple turns for him to manipulate me, and I'm gonna just stand here. Now, with us both there for a while, I should have plenty of time to go through with all my jazz here. So we're doing this together as a team. You can go ahead and go... Oh, wait. No, hold on. I need to do this first. Go. Yeah, alright. Oh no, I made a mistake. Son of a... Well, hold on. I might be able to save it. Depending on how this works out. Because he's stunned right now. Okay. Let's just wait here a few turns. I don't think I actually need that many, so let's just go. Beautiful. Yay, I did one! Okay, that was good. I like secret rooms. They are, good fun. Hello, Briar Thing. Hello, Speed Potion. Let's get you rocking right now. Alright, so what do I need to do here? Clearly hit this thing. I think I want to drop this. Looks like my real self is going to want to be in this chamber when the last thing is dropped. I don't know if, since... No, it doesn't really matter. Won't be me doing this one, probably. Main clone hopefully can grab that guy. Hopefully that's enough time. I'm going to... Yeah, we'll find out. I definitely want to get this one. And I definitely want to try to get into this chamber now. Okay, that was actually cake. That wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it would be. Oh hey, it's a 7 bridge problem, but no one cares because I have time travel. That was the answer to the mathematical problem all along, was just simply travel through time. That's the secret. So I can just ignore most of my problems here. I can go. And then I'm done. Yay, me! Are there any other rooms? I didn't notice any. Probably secrets around that I haven't... Yep, okay, that was it. Hooray! I did like 2-ish levels, though one of them was sort of a prelude. 2 parts of the same thing. And a secret level. And this weird thing. And this weird thing. And... oh hey, I can go this way. Not that it really matters all that much. I went in this room. Dang it. Oops, I'm traveling through time. Was there anything in this direction that I missed? No, just that locked door. Okay. I'm looking for secrets. I don't see any though. This room's bizarrely, like, complicated for as not hiding anythingness as it's trying to do. I think. So let's do this. And now this door is open. Any secrets on the walls here? I don't see anything. But what I can do is travel back through time or something. Ooh. And now everything's crappy again. Oh hey, I'm back in my present or something, I guess. Abstractions defeat us. The further away we remove ourselves from assumption, the stranger a place we find ourselves drifting in. A terrible chaos that just makes this world a cold soup of why, with no hope of recompense. Abstraction is only tamed with assumption. This is true. I firmly believe this. It's a very mathematical principle. Okay. I don't really need to talk about that scroll too much. I think it's pretty clear what it's trying to convey. Much to everyone's chagrin. Yeah, not all answers are straightforward or easy. I just noticed that this level is very spotty and has obstacles everywhere, making the map look dirtier than it actually is in the past. That's kind of cool, because everything's overgrown in the future.
That is the puzzle of the nothingness. If everything matters, then nothing does.
So this is probably the most concise expression of... I don't know. I was really happy with this as like a resolution towards the whole nothingness, like what it is like we're sort of seeing this in our constant like digital age where we're recording everything and keeping a hold of everything. And the Empire lost sight of its goals because it just kept trying to do its jobs without really thinking of the big picture. Just everything mattered. And how do you like find a reconciliation there? If everything matters, then does anything actually really matter? Like, I don't know. I think that's something to think about. And I feel like the pit thing is someone who would be really interested in this idea. If everything matters, then nothing does. Because you need those sort of like beacons within homogeneity to make something like center around. Those beacons are the things that matter, and the variance on them like create something more beautiful than just chaos and entropy. Which is weird coming from the pit thing, but in light of all of that, I think this is really, this might be the crux of a lot of my themes here. But whatever, I don't know. It's maybe not what Eric had in mind, but it's how I've always interpreted the nothingness, and I think it kind of fits. But maybe it doesn't. He might have some comments later. Who knows? This sound effect is weird and creepy. Secret. I don't see secrets. Secret. Ooh. kind of like it though. It's really ominous.
This is a dead end. I can't even see the other side of this enormous chasm. Nowhere left to go. Nothing left to do.
Greetings.
Hello again.
Could we not do this right now? The world has ended. Everything I ever cared for is lost. I don't have any patience left for your nonsense.
You are my insurance, Bithro. My ace in the hole.
It's too late.
It is too late. It's just a few steps too north, too. You can fix both of these things if we wait here together for a moment.
Okay.
There we go.
What is that?
It's a time saver. 10,000 years if you don't stop going.
Now hold on.
Things will be upside down twice if you go back that far.
And what's that gonna solve, huh?
You could warn someone. You could live.
What do I care about people from the past?
You. As in, all of you.
Oh, man.
It's worth a shot. You better not be lying.
And here I thought you didn't care anymore. Interesting how a new frame of reference can change the mind.
So, the frame of reference there is actually a general relativity joke, in case no one caught it. But this is like on a huge scale. So this appearing, I don't think is necessarily, I mean, it's magical in the sense that it would never happen in our world, but like the pit thing didn't cause this to happen. He just knew it would because of, well, he's clever like that. So yeah, this particular place too is riddled with these kinds of problems, these things that when very close to the turning, which is a very gravitationally oriented effect, wiggles in time themselves, which were just post-turning, by the way. So it's not that much time has elapsed. This place becomes a special area that the pit thing, of course, knows about because he's been around a while. So he guided Bithro here, using health to distract him, so that he could beat A1 to his destination, knowing that. I like to think about the concept of omniscience as, because there's this like the space-time continuum idea is that all frames or all points in time have actually already occurred. They're just sort of like bending around each other, sort of like that's worth a couple of YouTube videos, I guess, if you want to get like the surface concept of that. But I like to think that like omniscience is a really nifty term. Like even with the concepts of like okay, for example, you have like any sort of like standard Judeo or Abrahamic God who is this omniscient singular creature who is very interested in us loving him and obeying him, and is very disappointed and has the capacity to get angry. But yet this conflicts with this idea as humans that we understand where God already knows the outcome of everything. And but I don't know exactly how much that extends, because why would you get upset about something you already know about? Like, you set that in motion if it's completely omniscient. So my like mental compromise here is that that's in fact not quite true. That an all-powerful God who is interested in the free will choices of his subjects is not in fact omniscient in the way that we think it is. Omniscience means simply that he can see everything. Not that he knows everything, especially not the future, especially not our choices, that decision tree. He may be, and I feel like this is an example of where there's a compromise between omniscience and like absolute control. You may be able to wiggle the future towards an inevitable end, but the choices people individually make, I feel like there's an idea of this suppressed omniscience where you actually can allow yourself to be surprised by people's choices. And the pit thing, not necessarily omniscient, but a sort of a theme on that variation. He can nudge things towards a particular goal. He brought Bithro here, but he doesn't know what's going to happen, and he absolutely is depending on Bithro to do the rest. But Bithro can still make his own choices. This is not it's insurance, but he's depending on him. Now, what the motivations of the pit thing are, why he needs Bithro to do all of this, why he needs to stop the turning early, even though the turning is an inevitable thing, well, that's why does he want to save the surfacers? Is he just a nice guy? Well, this comes back to the concept of signal and noise and variation, and what the goals of A1 are, who's trying to remove the variation of the surface. Why would the pit thing want to prevent the removal of variation from the surface, that noise. Even though that noise just seems to be homogeneity, and other things like that. There's a compromise here. There's an answer, and it's inside that framework, and it's not a hard solution or an answer, but it's something I can definitely talk about here eventually. We are getting into dangerous Arcandia with all of its crazy diseases of craziness, and we're in a woodland glade.
Traps are perhaps the most fundamental device that separates us from beasts. These complex mechanisms allow us to acquire food when not needing to be anywhere around. They are efficient, clever. It seems reasonable that when our ancestors were forced into the beneath, not everyone up and forgot how to craft snares. I'd wager that the VAT recipe for dungeon architects is not entirely different from some of the ancient obsolete hunter recipes. A new application is all. Once to trap prey, now to deter surfacers from meddling. And to date, it has been nothing but successful, and I imagine they will continue to work flawlessly.
So I kind of get a giggle out of this time frame reference here, because this now is after turning. 1847 means absolutely nothing. Like, which turning? And even the ranking of chemists, we don't actually know. So there's this understanding of like, how old are the VAT recipes? Are they 1 turning ago? Are they 2 turnings ago? Were they the first Watchers position? Not necessarily. Like, this whole history resets or has the potential to reset every 10,000 years, where people started I mean, there could be a million things that like stopped history books from quite working, because that frame of reference is so monumentally changing to civilization. Why not? Suddenly something massive happens. This could be, who knows. Now, 8th Chemist has indicated that it's done by at least post creation of the VAT recipes, but our ancestors, how far back is that? How many turnings? I'm not really sure, but I kind of like the idea that dungeon architects are like hunters to trying to trap prey to prevent people from getting away or doing things. I thought that was kind of a fun idea, because remember, a lot of people still have the ability to do amazing science near Nethlacant pharaohs. So just because the ancestors were old doesn't mean they were using sticks. They were probably amazing geneticists, because genetic variation probably also was very, very, very small in that area. So the ability to create the recipes would have been a lot easier, because they would have had an amazing amount of control. So if you could figure out what particular part of your genetic code seemed to be indicative of people who were good at hunting, they could have figured that out, because they would have been able to work that down to a complete and utter science that was flawless every time. And the variation just simply comes from trying to apply this recipe further away from Sun Island or Nethlacant pharaohs. And, well, the rest of this is just speculation. So when does this exactly happen? My counter to that is, doesn't matter. Anyway, I am in the woodland glade, it's raining, and there's people. Okay, so it's been a long time, so, or this video's gone on too long, so this has been your host, Pearls. I'll see you all next time. We are traveling through time. See y'all later. Goodbye.